She changed it to you just
Yeah. Hi. Oh, bonk. Sorry. Sorry.
Stop hitting yourself.
Just tuck it for a bit while we talk. So, today there are no major changes except that we're going to try and wean the cannula flow
Okay.
and see if he tolerates that. So he was on 4 liters. We're going to 2. I'm hoping that he doesn't notice the difference.
Sure.
And then if he's fine with that, then tomorrow we can trial Rumare again.
Okay.
Okay. There's no real rush because it just helps give him some support. And
Sure.
at 2 liters, it's more just about a kind of constant presence, a reminder to breathe.
Right.
Kind of thing. And then for food, we're going to go up to 50 mLs every
Okay.
time he eats because he looks like he's tolerating that great.
Yep.
So thank you again for making all the breast milk.
No worries.
And then he's got his IV fluids. You've been seeing it come in a little brown bag like this.
Yep.
It's actually going to be a clear bag from now on
Okay.
because he doesn't need all the extra stuff
Okay.
that comes with that
good.
bag. All good things. So on 2 liters, he's like trying to wake up. It's so cute. On 2 liters, he could start to try an oral feed as well.
Okay.
So we'll see how things go.
Okay.
I think I would recommend waiting until maybe this evening before
Okay,
trying
sure.
to do something like that. But it would be one of the things where I would encourage him to actually try to breastfeed. So
Okay.
that the first kind of experience of oral feeding for him is
Sure.
going to breast. So
Okay.
that would be something you guys might be able to talk about with lactation maybe.
Yeah, we
this
could
evening.
lactation, or maybe
Okay.
we could do kind of like a nuzzling first.
Mhm.
So you pump, and then let's see what he kind of does around and like plays around with. And if
Okay.
he's interested, then we can talk about.
Okay.
That way we
Sounds
don't
good.
overwhelm him the first time.
Sure.
If you are pumping so much.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
just kind of go from there. But I will let lactation know.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And otherwise, any other concerns?
The shivering.
Oh, that's right. He's been, like I said, I've never had him before. I just noticed when I walked in and Cheryl gave me a report. I really wouldn't call it jittery. I did put it in that chart as that. It's more, it's like he shivers.
Mm-hmm.
And then it stopped, but then Mom noticed it too. So we just wanted to mention it.
Yeah, I think it'll be something we keep an eye on, especially with kids who have had seizures, who've been through cooling. They can sort of have an evolving neurologic picture, meaning that they might do funny movements for a little
Right.
bit longer.
Okay.
But, just now when I examined him, he
Yeah.
actually has very appropriate movements, that kind of stretching, and it's not like both of them are not moving together. He's
Right.
kind of doing one arm independently from
Okay.
the other. That's actually very normal.
Good.
So I do think we'll keep an eye on it.
Great.
And, again, he is still on the phenobarbital, which
Sure.
will make him sleepy. And so I am switching him to the oral form of phenobarbital. So today he got his last dose of IV.
Okay.
Then he'll start getting it by mouth.
Okay.
And sometimes you can start to see them wake up also just in the timing that his body's getting used to having that medication on.
Sure.
board. So
Yeah, because he was wide awake all day yesterday. I was really surprised.
that's great.
Yeah, I noticed one thing, like while he was awake yesterday, he looks around a lot,
Uh-huh.
but every 2 to 3 minutes, his eyes would do like this kind of thing, like vibrate to one direction or the other. Not consistently enough that the nurse said that she was concerned about it being a seizure or anything like that, but it was just an odd eye movement.
Yeah, the technical term of that is nystagmus. NYS is the first 3 letters. And it's a thing that you can see every once in a while in babies, again, because we talked about how they don't really focus both eyes all the time, and that's okay. Just like that, they can sometimes have nystagmus as long as it's not a constant phenomenon or occurring with any rhythmic pattern. Then it's okay.
It's
we'll
still normal infant stuff.
It might be normal infant stuff for him. So we'll keep an eye out on it, and we'll make sure that we're kind of following it. But I'm encouraged by the fact that he is kind of coordinating
is.
his
He's tracking,
gaze,
yeah.
and he's doing appropriate things like I'm talking and he's looking for where the sound is coming from.
Right.
So all of those things are reassuring. But nystagmus can be a symptom of seizures, so it is something that it's nice that you guys have actually seen it, because if you're starting to see it in a more regular pattern, it is something that you want to talk about with a neurologist.
Okay.
So again, we'll be contacting probably Dr. Thomas next week to come and speak with you after the MRI is done.
Okay.
So probably Monday afternoon, Tuesday is kind
Great.
of what we're looking at. Is it
Okay.
that kind of shaking?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say, I don't call it jittery, but it's
Mhm. It almost seems to be related to breathing. Because his hand movements aren't jittery in the classic sense. We sometimes see kids actually shiver. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I mean, I'm looking for this sort of non-patterned movement. So you can see him moving both
Yeah.
arms, and you can see him moving both legs. You can kind of see that
yeah,
funny
let's
breathing.
see, it's the whole
Yeah.
picture together. I just,
Yeah,
Hey, Benny.
but he's kind of looking around
Yeah.
while he does it.
Huh?
I know.
Hey,
Every
so-
little detail. You're gonna just look at every little detail.
That's what it's like. I don't know if sometimes I'm overthinking things, but like I see everything, and
Wow.
I just don't want to miss anything.
No,
That's my biggest thing.
absolutely, absolutely. And I think that I want to validate that feeling because that's very normal and appropriate. So we do want to kind of monitor all those little things. Some of those little things are going to be normal baby things.
Yeah, that's the thing
So-
is I don't know it's normal.
Yes.
This
Yes.
is my first. I don't know what a normal
Yes.
baby thing is.
He's resetting normal for you all.
Even if you had one before,
Yeah.
it wouldn't matter.
It's
They're all
still
different.
different,
It
yeah.
doesn't-
different.
Yeah.
All different.
All
So he
different.
does sort of have like a shiver look to him when he's doing that, but I think the encouraging thing for me is that his eyes are sort of moving around. He's kind of looking, and it almost seems more of like a involuntary response to kind of stretching and
Right.
things like that. So we'll keep an eye on it. So.
Okay.
He's like, I've been through a lot.
Yeah.
Any other questions from you all?
No doubt.
Is there anything that we should be asking?
No, not at this point. We will tell you all the things that we think are important for you to know, and just like before, we will tell you if we're worried about something. So at
Okay.
this point, I'm not super worried. I want to wean his flow. I want to see how he does with feeding. All those things are going to be really important markers for him.
Okay.
Babies who can eat tend to do better. Like they
Okay.
just, if they can pull together the ability to suck, swallow, and breathe, then that's a
Good.
great thing.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, I'll let you guys stare at him some more.
Thanks.
Okay, appreciate it.
Thanks, Dr. Chan.
Yes.
I don't. Okay, I only two right now.
Do we want to change
Don't
him?
want to, change his diaper, take his temperature, and then
Wash the answers.
he's done. Since he's already been in bed, it's just his. He got a nice nap in with Daddy.
If he does the same thing as yesterday, he's gonna wake up about now and just be awake all day.
Mommy and Daddy get to go to lunch.